Hey guys, in this video we will look at how to checkmate with only one rook, and of course you have the king as well. Now as you see this video, there are a lot of other videos which will also tell you about how to checkmate with a single rook, and of course I believe you may have seen those things. The reason I'm making this video is to show you not only how to checkmate with a single rook, I will also give you a link where you can set up a practice checkmating scenario and then practice it, playing it against the computer. I also have the link on the bottom of the video, and there are a couple of test links where you can directly go and practice it. So before you do that, let's take a look at this single rook, this thing. And the website that once again I wanted to tell you is chesspuzzleonline.com. So first of all, I'm setting up a single rook scenario, and this is the website link, chesspuzzleonline.com/chessboardeditor.php. So we go over here, and in this one we clear these things. We are playing white, of course, and then we have a single this thing rook like that. And I'll first start with some simpler situation and then move on to something more complicated. So let's start it. Again clear, let's start it. Our king stands here, the black king lying here, and our white king like this. So and I click on play with this position with computer. So when I click this, I get a position where I can play this thing on a computer. I suggest that you also practice this on this website with the computer, as many as possible. So the key thing that you need to remember is this king cannot move anywhere on this rank. It has to confine itself on moving on this rank 8. Now further, it's white's turn to move, and white's trying to strategize so that it will allow the king to move either on this, restrict it to move only along this or along these 4. So what do I do? How can I restrict it to move only in the one direction and keep moving it towards the corner? I will corner this king on any of one of those corners. So my strategy would be, if I place this rook over here, then it cannot move here, it cannot move here, it has to shift it towards here, and then I keep this my king and the rook together and slowly shift the things towards the left to corner it. So let's move our rook over here and see where the computer finds it. As expected, of course, it could not go here, it could not come on to the 7th rank, so it obviously goes to the left. Now my strategy is to make it keep moving left, and it cannot come here to the right. So how do I make it, how do I force it not to shift back to the D? I have to, let's think about it. I will give you some time to think about it, how we can make it to move only to the left. So the right answer is I move my rook on D7. If I move my rook to D7, the king cannot come on D. We have already seen that it cannot jump back to 7th rank, so it will keep on moving to the left. So I move to left. Now where does the king go? That's the only one way we can it can go. Now again, how can I force it not to come back here and keep moving here? Well, if I would have liked, to move my rook over c7 and force it not to come here, but unfortunately I cannot do that. The rook is not protected if I move it here. Maybe if I had a pawn on b6, that would have been supported, and this thing would have been supported. Maybe I could have done that, but I don't have that. So there's no way I can at this point force it not to move back, but I plan it for future. I move my king over here, and in the next step I will let it move over here. So I move my king over left, so as expected it shifted back. Now if I move now this rook over here, that will be a mistake because it will jump back to the center, try to jump back to the center. So at this point I will again move my king over here, forcing it to again move it left. Now it cannot move right, cannot move right. I can again force it keep moving left by making my rook here. Now we have cornered it. At this point I keep moving my king over here, it moves back here, and then this is the end situation where we have to be a little bit intelligent. I move my if I move my rook over here, it's going to be a stalemate. So in this scenario we have to be a little bit intelligent to be able to checkmate it. Remember, if we bring this one here, if we are too fast and we are not careful, it will create a stalemate and we will lose a winning situation. If I move my king over here, he comes back here, and this situation keeps on going on. It comes here, if I come here, it goes back here, and it's never ending process. So what do? So I take a break, I keep my king over here, allow it to come over here trying to kill my king, and then I bring this king here. So I take a triangular route and I again bring my king over here. By doing this I take the opposition. I will have another video for the opposition, and then I bring my king over here, and that will be a checkmate. Now the situation does not theoretically vary much. If you are looking at a situation where my king is here, for example, and my rook is quite a bit here, and then my king is here. If I want to do that, the same thing, the trick and the technique, it stays the same. You will slowly push this king towards the one rank and keep pushing it to the corner. Let's try to play this situation on a computer. You can set up your own game on this website and try to practice it. So once I do that, it's chesspuzzlesonline.com/endgame, and then once this comes up, we can. So here is it. We know that the king cannot come on 5th rank, and what we are trying to do is try to push it in a corner. How can we do that? So let's say we are trying to push it in this corner. To do that, we bring our king into action. So by bringing this king here, we will restrict it, we will prevent it from coming here and go into this side. So, and this moves over this, and then I keep doing that. I keep my king towards here, and then this keeps pushing here. Now I bring this guy over here, so it comes over here this side, and then I slowly bring the things. We are trying to push everything so that it keeps going into this corner, and that's how we do the one thing that we need to remember. We'll try to keep our king and the rook together. If you miss that rule, it will take longer than required to do king the mate. Then I bring it here, I prevent it from going to the 7th rank, then I bring my king, and then keep doing that. From here the process is the same as we covered here. So again, now we triangularize this and then checkmate it. So the process stays the same. You have to keep the king and the rook together and try to push the king. Once again, go to this website chesspuzzles.com, and from there go to the chessboard editor, and in the chessboard editor edit your game and solve the problem yourself. There are few example problems at the end of in the description of the video that you can try to take a look. Thanks for taking a look.